and welcome to Reddit on Reddit, the internet's auditory version of Reddit. I'm Nelson Allingham, joined by Michael Campbell.
Hey, Nelson, what is up?
The roof. Good question, because there is a literal response.
Yes, and it's what a snappy opening. We've started with a classic joke.
Yeah.
A classic bit.
I used to hate it when people say that. I hated myself a little bit just for saying it then.
Well, and as did the audience at large.
Yeah. Yeah.
There'll be maybe a dad or two. Maybe Rowan, here's a dad, would have gone.
The roof. He's right.
Yeah,
that is up.
I'm gonna write that one down.
Yeah. So, Cambo, what's been going on in your week?
Oh, my week. What a week, Nelson. Well, okay, I have a question for you. Yeah. So, I got my haircut.
Yep.
And we go to the same place.
I noticed. I was going to say something, but I forgot.
Okay. You deliberately said when I walked in, hey, your hair looks the same. I was like, no, it's different.
Oh, damn it.
So, where we go, they don't do appointments or anything like that. You just walk in and you have to wait.
Yeah.
So, I was waiting. And I was looking at this guy in the chair who is bald, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, obviously you want to clean up your hair.
Yeah.
So I started timing, right?
Okay.
And bear in mind, I wasn't there for the start, but maybe I was there close to the start.
Yeah.
20 minutes, Nelson.
What?
20 minutes.
20 minutes on a bald guy's head.
Yeah, this is what I want to know. Mm-hmm. And maybe there's hairdressers out there. Is it way more complicated than we think? Because my thought would be do a one all over or whatever, tidy it up.
Yeah.
But I was actually quite fascinated just watching her intricately, bit by bit, trim this hair. And I wonder if it's like to make him feel like he's getting his money worth, because I'm sure he still gets charged.
Yeah, because you could do it in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, whatever amount. You're like, oh, well, let's take some time so we're not like, there you go, $35 or whatever.
Yeah. I need to know, I think, exactly more about the amount of hair follicles that are being, taken away. Like, was it like more, people have they get bald on the very top.
Yeah.
And then there's like patches around the side, like a George Costanza.
So I would say that the length of his hair looked at about a 3.
Okay.
So there's, I don't know, what's that like? Half a centimeter maybe?
Yeah.
And it looked like it was going back down to like a 0 or a 1.
Okay. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yes. This is what I was thinking.
I just wanted to clarify.
And I felt very entitled because I'm like, I have hair and I'm waiting here.
Yeah.
And this guy's taken up the time in the chair.
Yeah.
You could have done that.
Yeah, that's
I'm
right.
assuming. I don't know. Again.
I should stand outside, and when there's a guy that's like basically bald, I'll be like, hey.
What are you doing?
I'll do half the price. And half the time. Yeah.
I'm just saying,
where else are you going to go, though?
Because I've got quite thick hair, so maybe I'm just a real entitled, privileged, thick-haired guy.
Yeah.
And I don't understand the things that the bald go through.
I feel like once we've dispelled any sort of discrimination when it comes to race or gender or
religion, maybe?
Religion. I think it's going to come down to hair. I think that's the next thing.
And are you saying that the bald will be lesser than the haired?
Obviously. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, let's start it now.
Okay.
If you're bald, we don't like you. Why? Because you're different. And that's the thing.
I'm going to walk it back. I don't not like you, but stop wasting my time.
Yeah. I mean, this is definitely getting into a coloured and non-coloured hairdresser. I think it's sort of the line that we're getting past here. But I mean,
as long as we don't cross it, we're all good.
We're fine. As long as we specifically don't have that, we're all okay.
What about you? What did you get up to?
Well, I just had a family gathering.
A late Father's Day.
It was a late Father's Day, and the quick story is my sister was proposed to. So that's pretty good.
Very cool.
Pretty cool thing. One of the funny things was my my sister's partner, and they have 2 kids, so it's like, no, you're gonna get married.
If anything, he's a bit late.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
The Father's Day was late, sure, but this was quite late.
Yeah, this was ridiculous. Anyway, and so he kind of like, he's like, we're always so chaotic. There's like no time I'm going to be able to propose to you. So I thought the nice thing would be like in front of your family, around your family. We're a very family-orientated family.
Yeah.
So that was pretty nice. And so there's kind of like a bit of crap going on because he's organized for champagne to come over to the table. And so they came over to the table and he hadn't said anything. So we're confused. Like, why is there champagne being delivered to this table? Yeah. My sister's confused. So I'm confused. Everybody's like...
I'm thinking of like the champagne. He's like, oh, yeah, sorry. By the way.
Yeah. And also there's like a girl... standing there with her phone filming, and it's very obvious that she's filming with her phone.
Right.
This makes it even weirder. Can you imagine just going to a restaurant?
Quick question.
Yeah.
Was that landscape or portrait mode she was filming in?
Portrait.
Okay. Go on.
Yeah.
I'm upset, but go on.
Yeah. And then so I think my sister's partner is now like, oh well, I got to do it now. Or fiance, yeah. He's like, oh, well, I got to do it now. So he goes, will you marry me? Blah, blah, blah. I missed most of it because I was looking at my nephew and I was confused about this whole champagne thing going on and her filming. I was like, I don't know what's going on.
You guys are out for lunch, right?
Yeah.
It would be really annoying if you had a mouthful of food. You know when you have to quickly chew? And you're like,
yeah.
One sec.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a sticky date pudding or something. Really annoying. Like, or a caramel slice. Like, this is gonna take a while. Anyway, he proposes, and then like as soon as it happens, so I only catch like the last little bit anyway. And then as soon as he proposes, my sister goes like, oh yeah, they kiss, whatever. And she looks around, she goes, "Where's Mum?"
Oh no!
My mum had gone to the toilet. And he didn't know.
Mrs. Allingham.
And my mom, like, you know my mom.
Yeah, she loves a bit of family.
Yeah. And she was, like, devastated.
Oh, no.
Like, oh my God,
it was filmed, I guess. But
yeah, but
it was in portrait. May as well delete it now.
Yeah, exactly. It's rubbish. That's not going to cans. But I think it was karma, actually, because earlier in the day, surprisingly, I give my family a little bit of crap for not listening to this podcast.
Yeah.
You know, not because I want them to listen, just because I think it's funny to give them crap, because I know they don't listen. Like the other day, my dad was like, I was listening to this podcast. I was like, oh, did you catch up with 2-hour episodes, did you? You're all up to date? And so, anyway, my brother said, oh, I've listened to the podcast. And my mum was there, and she was like, oh, yeah, I've listened before, but I don't really know. I don't really get And then she goes, oh, did you have, did you laugh? And my brother's like, yeah, I laughed at some parts. And she goes, oh, they must have got funnier then.
Oh! Okay, Mrs. Allingham,
yeah.
I felt bad for you earlier.
Yeah.
But now, you know what? Yeah, karma.
I'm glad you missed it. Speaking of karma, let's get into Reddit.
Okay. I hope that's a link to one of the Reddits. Otherwise, that made no sense.
Well, it's Reddit on Reddit. We're a Reddit podcast. Karma. You get karma from...
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Oh, shit.
Are you okay?
Oh, shit.
What have you done?
I think I stopped recording. It's such a pain in the butt. All right, well, should we just redo that bit?
At what point?
I think about 5 minutes ago. We're up to 9 minutes.
Do you want to play the last bit?
Okay, hold on. Bazinga!
You've done me a prank.
Got you a prank.
Now,
because you remember, we totally forgot.
Yes. Now, Nelson, did you do this prank to me?
Yeah.
Because you had forgotten to do a prank until rereading the notes?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, because I remembered sort of like last week, but then again, I forgot during the show. And
sure.
So anyway, for those just catching up, Rowan said that we had to prank the other person, but it couldn't be super malicious.
Yeah.
And this was the best idea I could come up with. I thought you, the listener, could be part of it.
Well, that's pretty good.
You're like, hey, it didn't stop recording. I can still hear you.
And you heard me be uneasy for several seconds.
I know. I was hoping you'd be a bit more like that at first. I thought about going... Do you know what? This is what I was thinking. Yeah. I was going to do the first Reddit on Reddit and then do that. But I was like, but I might forget. So I'll do it now. There's just less of an impact because we did less of the show.
Well. Yeah, no. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Okay. Okay, so I hadn't pranked you yet. Yeah. And I had tried to organize one.
Oh, really?
It didn't quite come together. But should I just tell you what I was going to do?
Oh, yeah, okay. May as well.
So, and I was even going to have audio to play.
Yeah.
But essentially, because you and my girlfriend, that you talk sometimes.
Oh, right? Yeah.
So I was going to get her to call you asking for advice.
Oh.
Because I had just kept talking about marriage a lot.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that would have been pretty good.
I think I was just curious to know what you would say. Because we haven't been dating that long, obviously. Yeah. So your advice should be to kind of be like, oh, well, that's pretty quick. Yeah. But also, you're my best friend.
Yeah, you're best friend. That's, oh, God, that would be a rock in a hard place.
Yeah.
Should be a while to
So, listener, imagine that.
God, that was good.
Yeah.
That was bloody good. Should we edit this part out and then we'll just pretend that happened?
Nah. Yeah. We're a very transparent podcast.
Yeah, they know we don't edit.
Yeah, it's true.
Except for that sometimes when the recording really does stop. That has happened before.
Yeah, that has happened.
Noticed how Cambo wasn't like surprised?
That's true.
Oh, bugger.
Yeah, I wasn't like, what? What? It stopped recording?
102 episodes, this has never happened. All right, bloody hell, let's get into Reddit. We're already 10 minutes in. This is ridiculous. Cambo, it's your fault. All right, this is by Zwirek. And this just the post said he's just educating children's about boundaries and property rights. And also a photo of a guy, and he's on his front lawn, and there's a fence around him.
Sure.
And there's a quote above it, and it says, "I'm not in charge of other people's children. All I can do is protect myself, and that's why I've got a fence up." And at the bottom, there's another sort of quote caption that says, "It's insane. Man installs electric fence to keep kids off lawn." Pretty. Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
That lawn was impeccable.
I bet it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was very green.
Here's my slight problem with it.
Yeah.
If one of those kind of rat bag kids runs up and gets shocked on the fence, then you got to clean up the dead kid.
Yeah.
Which seems also like quite a nuisance. Because you might be like, look at that impeccable lawn. And I might be like, where is it? You say, it's just beyond the dead kids.
Okay,
and I think that kind of ruins the aesthetic.
Yeah. Unless you didn't like kids. And you're like, oh, it's good. That's better. That's a better lawn. Well, see, it obviously wasn't that strong current. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm sure it's, yeah.
I think.
I'm sure it's not, 10,000 volts or whatever it is in Jurassic Park.
Yeah. I feel like it would be bigger news if that was the case. Man kills 3 kids, 3 children.
Man with impeccable lawn.
And he's also just on his porch with a bucket of ice cream and it says free ice cream.
He says they're unrelated, but we're not sure.
Yeah. But I do have the problem with, and this applies to a lot of things, where you want to keep something pristine, in good condition, but in order to do so, you kind of sacrifice the way that it looks all the time from the get-go.
Sure.
Like, this fence is just going to be up forever, basically. And it doesn't look good. It looks like he built this electric fence himself. It's not like he just electrified a nice-looking fence.
Yeah, it's the equivalent to when a grandma puts a plastic cover over a nice couch.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, that's a nice-looking couch under that horrible plastic cover.
Yeah. That looks gross and it's like all warped and it doesn't look... Like, it's so stupid. I think that way, but I don't know, because there's surely a line as well, Is there a line? So? Because it's like,
is there anything that I value so much that I would sacrifice its...
The way that it initially, you constantly keep it to like occasionally, because I'm sort of thinking of when I was younger, there was... a certain set of dining plates.
Sure, the good plates.
And cutlery and glasses.
Yeah.
They were like special glasses. It was like, oh, people come over.
You got the good glass.
Get these glasses out. Yeah. And I think a quick side story that ended up being like we got like promotional glasses once for somehow, I don't know.
Were they like the Coca-Cola, McDonald's promotional glasses? Because we have quite a few of those. They're our good glasses.
Not quite. They were a beer brand. It was called Grolsch, I think.
Grolsch.
And so just on like, we've got like 20 glasses in our, like fancy cabinet that are all just branded Grolsch.
Looks like you robbed a pub.
But yeah, that's pretty much what it looks like. That might have been, oh no, you know what? It came from the cinemas where I used to work.
Okay. Ooh.
Because no, we were just like throwing out stuff and I was like, hey, who wants it? Yeah.
So how special did the occasion need to be to get out the good plates? Because that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
It's you need to, like, this guy's put a fence around his nice looking garden that makes it look ugly.
Yeah.
So obviously the good plates, what tier of person?
Yeah.
Because if it's every second person, then they may as well just be regular plates.
Well, it probably was for everyone that wasn't, a part of the direct family.
Sure. So if I was coming around for dinner, would I get the good plates?
No. Probably not a friend of the kids.
Right.
Family friends,
right?
Though,
sure.
with kids would, but kids by themselves, no, not good enough. That's ageist. Even now that I'm thinking about it,
yeah.
Now that I'm thinking about it, if I go over to my parents' place next time, and I don't get the fancy place, I'm going to be angry.
You should throw the bad plate at a wall.
Yeah, until they have to use the good plates, because all the bad plates are broken.
Can you hand me your plate, and your plate too, and your plate too? Yeah. Cool, I've got them all.
Yeah, that's right. But I don't know, because like maybe that could be a nice thing, you know?
Okay.
Like, is that extreme? I'm not even sure if that's a bad thing. It's sort of like nice, like they're not worn as much, they probably don't get as chipped.
Sure.
So it's like nicer when people come around.
Question.
But then it's just the illusion that we're always living in luxury.
Okay, question then. Should we, as late 20s bachelors, get good plates? In case we have, in case maybe got a girl over trying to impress.
Oh.
Right.
She might go, nice plates.
Yeah, exactly. Is this stone? Yes, it is. Is that fancy?
Stone plate. I think that sounds fancy. Yeah. I'm thinking of like a real smooth stone.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, mate, let's get that.
All right.
And square.
Make
it square.
Yeah.
Okay.
Restaurant quality.
None of this round rubbish.
I mean, for normal life, round rubbish will do.
Yeah, exactly. All right, good. Let's do it. How to pick up a kid 101. Pick up
Oh man, it really sucks that we don't edit, huh?
Pick up a chick. I can't believe I just said that's like the worst. Is because keep kids off his lawn.
Yeah.
Okay. I was reading that at the exact same time. Yes. My please testify in court. Right? when they try to come arrest me.
Nelson was looking at the image when he said that because if you go down, this podcast goes.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. And I will be taking you with me in some way, shape, or form. All right, let's get into Today I Learned. So now it's time for Today I Learned. Let's play the intro to that. Today I Learned. This Today I Learned is by Mass1M01973.
A big fan.
Great name. Today I learned that the Hiroshima flame of peace was lit on the 1st of August 1964 in hope of a world without nuclear weapons, and it will continue to burn until nuclear weapons are abolished worldwide.
Wow.
I did not know this. I didn't know that existed.
No, neither did I. That's a nice thought, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a nice thought. I think it's a problem that we don't know it exists.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, do many people know it exists? Look,
if many people knew it exists, it would be a really bad Today I Learned fact.
Well, that's true. Yeah. That's true.
So just by virtue of it being in that subreddit, I think it's not that well known.
Not that well known, yeah. I suppose if you're in Hiroshima, you probably know about
it.
Yeah. Right. Well, it's a bit hot. Turn that thing down.
And they're like, no, we can't.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Weapons mass. I mean, nuclear weapons don't exist anymore. This was, though, my problem with it, I guess. Mm-hmm. Let's say I don't ever clean the house.
Sure.
Right? And you're like, bloody annoyed that Nelson never cleans the house. Mm-hmm. And so you decide that you're not going to make your bed in protest.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it doesn't really affect me.
Right, of course.
I'm probably going to keep going. Like, who is out there going, oh, man, that flame's still going?
It's mocking me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, we're sitting here with nuclear weapons.
Kim Jong-un looks at the flame every day and goes,
yeah.
sons of bitches.
Yeah, he's like, oh, well, that's killing us, you know?
So
getting the greenhouse gases out there, you know?
So I have 2 points. First point, is it a nice-looking flame? Because if it's quite nice...
Like an Olympic flame? Is that what you're thinking?
I'm assuming it's probably in a nice monument.
Okay.
If it's nice looking, I don't want it to turn off, you know?
Yeah.
If it's like a bunch of tires that are on fire or something.
Yeah.
And you're like, Jesus, get rid of that. And they're like, we can't.
Yeah.
Then I understand, but I bet you they made it look nice.
Yeah.
Here's my second point.
Yeah.
Obviously, they had a nuclear bomb dropped on them. Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Flame's not going to help.
Yeah, I know.
They'll be like, oh, that's the worst thing.
Yeah,
that's what happened to us, but huge.
That's a constant reminder.
Why don't you have like a waterfall?
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
the opposite.
A rainbow.
Yeah.
But then again, you want to like threaten people that it will continue to exist.
I just don't think it's a threatening flame, though.
Yeah.
You know? If it was spreading,
yeah,
then you'd be like, well, you better stop it, otherwise it's going to get to you.
Yeah.
North Korea, you're not that far.
You just continue to burn land.
Yeah, so it's like it's a real threat. Because you're like, that flame, it'll reach your nuclear weapons eventually.
Yeah. And when the fire brigade turns up, you go, not until nuclear weapons.
Not until world peace.
There's just like hundreds of people with buckets of water. Like, come on.
And you would need to monitor it to a point.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it would get too out of control, and then you're also destroying the world. It needs to be a controlled burn, I suppose.
Less than...
But it does need to be, and I understand the irony, it does need to be an imminent threat.
You know what I think it should be is artificial intelligence that is, in fact, designed to take over humanity. And you just get a little
release it.
A little bit closer every day. You know? Got scientists working around the clock.
It's getting smarter and smarter.
Just trying to work. It's very close to working out that we are the worst. So
it's asking questions we don't want to answer.
Yeah. About nuclear weapons, specifically. Why did they drop one in Hiroshima? Oh, it's getting angry. Let me tell you. That'd probably... And you should, like... You know, just publish every now and again, like, the weapon upgrades you've given to it. You know, it's like, we just gave it a massive chainsaw.
Yeah.
It's going to really hurt when it comes to killing you.
And like, you know, there's the doomsday clock, right? That they change every now and then.
Yeah.
And I think they should have an artificial intelligence ones that are different questions it's asked. So it's just, guys, it just asked, who am I?
Yeah.
It's becoming self-aware.
It knows. I mean, I don't want to rush you, but we're getting pretty close, I think. I think that would be suitable.
I mean,
enough.
flame is cute, but we're trying to get solutions.
Yeah. It's just not that great, really. And do you reckon that they'd probably do like a ceremony or something? You reckon? Do you reckon it's just like a real small one?
Yes, she's in someone's backyard.
Yeah,
he just goes out and throws some water over it. Yeah, we've done it.
Yeah. Right. Okay. All right. Here's another one. It's by JF_112.
Big fan.
Great guy. Girl. I don't know. Today I learned that in 2010, a Canadian man rescued a newborn baby from a dumpster, only to find out he was the father.
Wow. Was it outside of his house?
I don't know. I didn't read it.
If it's outside of his house and the mother had put it there, less amazing. But if it's just a random dumpster...
I'm going to say it was a random dumpster.
Wow. That's more amazing.
He's going to come home with his baby like, oh my God, you'll never guess what I found, honey. She's like, what? Oh, what did you find? Oh my God!
Yeah, imagine that. She secretly had a baby and thought, I'll get rid of this.
Yeah.
Chucked it in a random dumpster.
Yeah.
And then he comes home later that afternoon being like, I've saved a kid. And she'd be like, oh, no.
Oh, this is not what I want. I'm assuming it was a smaller, a younger couple. I don't know. It's because TV.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I'm thinking like prom-night pregnancy.
Oh, okay, yeah. And you think that maybe he had got a gal pregnant and he hadn't known.
Yeah. I'm assuming that's how it would happen. But I just felt like it was a very... stereotypical thing to throw out a baby in a dumpster. Is that a thing?
I don't think it's that stereotypical.
I mean, you know, not like I mean, it's not the majority of the time,
we
obviously.
certainly don't advocate for it on this show.
Yeah.
Keep your babies.
Oh, boy.
We're not a fan of babies, but keep them.
Just keep them.
Yeah.
Keep them away from us.
Yeah. If it's come out, keep it.
Yeah.
That's the rule.
That's the rule
Yeah.
that we're standing by. And the law.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's
Which, by the way, we stand by mostly.
yeah, that's
As
right.
far as they know.
But I just feel like it's more of a lesson that if I hear a baby crying in a dumpster, I, should take a second thought before I get it, because it could be mine.
That's true. I guess you just need to count back the months since your last sexual encounter to know if you're safe.
Yeah.
You'd be like, no, 11 months. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'll get it out. It can't be mine.
I'm more worried about, like, kids that are 3 now.
Right. Oh, yeah, that's true.
Sure.
Yeah. You see a 3-year-old in a dumpster, do not risk it.
I work out the maths and I'm like, oh my God, that's exactly right. Anyway, that's rough, I think.
But you know what? Babies in a dumpster, what a fitting thing for a comedy podcast.
Just great. Anyway, Kevin, let's get into shower thoughts.
Shower thoughts, shower thoughts, shower thoughts, shower thoughts.
This shower thought is by Mr. Scooty Butt.
Big fan.
It's a good name, Scooty Butt. If all guys realized their penis length sounds bigger in centimeters than inches, the metric system would be adopted overnight.
That's true. I mean, we all know the metric system is superior.
It's far superior.
Far superior. It's interesting, though, that the default penis measurement is still in the worst system.
Yeah, I know. But do you know what the worst thing for me is? I don't know, because I don't use the imperial system. To me, an inch is way bigger than it actually is. In my head, I'm like, I picture about 5 centimeters.
Sure. Oh, yeah, that's way off.
But I think it's like 2.
Yeah, it's like 2 and a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, 2, or maybe even just under. Oh, no, maybe 2 and a bit. Yeah. And so, like, to me, I'm just like, well, that guy's penis is massive.
4 inches.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus.
Like, oh, holy crap.
That's 18 centimeters.
Yeah. Like, man, you need a extra pocket to store that.
The one I don't get is boiling points.
Yeah, well, that's confusing in any system.
Is it not 100 degrees is boiling?
Wait. Okay, that could be true, but 0 is not.
Yeah, that's true.
It's stupid.
Sorry. Nelson, I obviously wasn't talking freezing points.
Yeah.
I was obviously talking boiling points.
Yeah, that makes way more sense.
Yes.
But because
don't even get me started on freezing points, because I don't have a stance on it.
Yeah.
Because I don't know enough.
Yeah, all I know is that 0 Kelvin is meant to be like the cold. I don't want to say coldest temperature, because I feel like that's not a thing.
Well, there's absolute 0.
But it's but I think that's
0 Kelvin.
0 Kelvin is like.
Maybe we should all adopt the Kelvin system.
Yeah, well, that's what I think, because it does talk about degrees, but there's a system where it's not degrees. It's just a thing. I don't know.
The imperial system very much seems ad hoc, right?
Yeah.
They're like, I mean, what came first? I guess is my question.
I think imperial. I have no idea. Yeah, I think it was imperial.
Yeah, because it does seem like a first draft.
There is one thing in my life that I've heard that it was a good argument for imperial.
Yeah.
It was that, so a foot is 12 inches?
Sure.
That sounds about right.
How many centimeters is that?
57.
That's huge.
And you can divide more evenly into 12 than you can 10.
Yeah.
Because you can do...
But not easier.
Well, it's sort of like...
I can divide 10 way easier than 12.
No, but divide into it. So when you break it down. I was like, well, that makes sense, because if you're going by like 10, you can only do like 5 and then an even number, and then nothing else works. I mean, an even number and 2, and then nothing else works. Yeah. Right, but you can do 3 and then 2 and then 6.
Well,
and I don't know. Anyway.
You've heard it here. Nelson loves the imperial system.
Bloody love it, mate. No, but I was like, oh, that's why it exists in the first place.
Sure, yeah.
Is why it made sense to me, because I was like, because it just looked like random numbers.
Yeah.
It looks like they threw a dartboard, and we're like, that can be a number.
How many meters in a mile? I don't know.
Yeah.
They threw a stone. How far was that? That's a mile.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it does seem to me. That's why I thought it came first. It seems to me like a first draft.
Yeah,
and then they've just refused to refine.
Yeah. I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think it's funny that have you heard they're called freedom numbers? Freedom. What's it called? Freedom system. Something like dumb where they say.
Now, what country could have possibly come up with that name? Yeah. It's a head scratcher.
I always think it's really funny that like. There are just tons of free countries.
So many. We're in one of them.
Yeah.
We're right next to another one.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure, and I only get this off TV and social media, but there's a lot of Americans, and not all of them, that believe they're in the only free country.
Yes. And also the freest country.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Sweden is way freer than them.
Yeah.
They do what they want over there.
Good healthcare system.
Good healthcare system.
Arguably, we are as well.
Yeah. We're still under the Commonwealth, which I understand the argument that we are less free if we're under the Commonwealth because we're under the reign of a patriarchy or whatever.
Yeah. I don't think they've done anything in years.
No, that's the thing. Like, if the Queen's like, everyone get rid of your money, we're like, no.
Yeah. And in fact, it's better for the economy, I'm pretty sure, because we've gone through a vote like a while ago. It was like, hey, do we want to become independent?
Yeah.
And then I think the majority of people were like, nope, that's a stupid idea because
here's
our
the thing.
dollar will be worth like way less.
Exactly, yeah. And here's the thing about Australian votes for people that may live outside the country. They don't mean shit.
Yeah.
You vote for whatever you want, and then the government just does anything anyway.
Our government is not good.
No. I mean, we're throwing stones, but we're in our glass house.
Yeah. Okay, here's another one for you, Cambo. This is by Chronicle Gaming.
Huge fan.
It's sad that something as simple as putting a shopping cart in the cart area has become an act of kindness.
This is true.
Yes.
I think I have pretty good supermarket etiquette.
Okay. Please go on.
I think it helps that we live very close to one. So I think we come across maybe a random trolley more than the average citizen.
Yeah, that's true.
So maybe just maybe I wouldn't be as... it really sounds like I'm tooting my own horn. Maybe I wouldn't be as considerate as I am did I not live in this circumstance.
Okay, yeah.
But I even just collect random trolleys on my way to places and put them in the thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, that's a step
I'm a bloody good guy, Nelson.
You're a great guy.
Also, my dick is huge. So many inches. So many inches.
God, 2.
I try 2.5.
That is good, but you're kind of eating into this shower thought, which is that people give too much credit.
Yeah, it's true. Actually, yeah, you're right.
You're like, oh, I bloody put those shopping carts away.
Look at me, I'm such a saint.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, I think you played well into that. Yeah. The hands of that person.
I'm the problem.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I think this. I think there is definitely too much of a. People who are made out to be heroes.
Yeah.
For doing small things.
Yes, and I think even the same with the current thing that's going on with shopping centers, which is reusable bags. People being like, well, I take my reusable bags. Yep. Yeah, you're supposed to now.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Yeah, there's a bit of a sort of cocky thing about it, yeah. It's like, it's really strange. I think the idea of just helping people, because I feel like there's always stories on the news where, do you know what it reminds me of, actually? It reminds me of, this is like a really roundabout way, but Anchorman, the like second Anchorman
Sure,
movie,
the better one, yeah.
where they end up showing footage from the helicopter chasing a car, and that's their news story, and they think it's stupid. They're like, why are you putting this on? Nobody's gonna be interested. And then that becomes this like big thing that's why that's what news is now. It's so stupid. It's just sensationalized bullcrap, that's basically irrelevant to people.
Yeah.
And so I think that on slow news days there's been stories of like, oh, this young lad helped an old man across the street, and then that puts it like really high up there, like
on a pedestal.
that's like, oh, then people think, oh, that's not a normal thing that's like an exceptional thing to do, but really it should be just accepted.
And do you think that in a way like 24-hour news channels have just made things much worse?
Yeah,
The worst got way worse.
yeah,
And the decent good got perpetuated into like amazing sainthood.
yeah.
That's an interesting theory. I like it.
I love hearing the story of I think it was like the ABC radio. One day, you might have heard this before, but one day on this like news,
I think it was the BBC.
ABC. Oh, yeah, you're right. BBC radio. They just said, "There's no news today,"
Yep.
and they just played classical music. Occasionally interrupted it with, "There's no news today." And then
We've checked again, still nothing.
Yeah, nothing's going on. And arguably, that's not. I'm not saying that everybody should do that because we have so much a larger access to information around the world.
Sure.
But there's definitely, if it wasn't for sensationalized bullcrap, we would probably get more interesting stories around the world, stuff that actually matters.
Yeah, interesting.
Rather than
six news stories about the Coles mini shopper promotion.
Yeah.
Which has been all over the news.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah. It's bloody annoying because, so waste of plastic. But
yeah.
Yep. Good. I'm going to give you another one.
Okay.
Gambo. This one is by Edsy Pro.
Ooh, Edsy Pro. Big fan.
They said, the phrase "think outside the box" is the most inside the box thing to say for inspiration.
Here's my question, because I'm quite interested in phrases and where they come from, and I've used that phrase.
Yeah,
but what does it actually mean? Like, where did that come from as a phrase?
I don't reckon that one could have necessarily come from anything in particular. Because I think
that had some kind of an origin, though.
Really, you don't? Because I think that one just seems very literal.
Right.
It's like you're thinking in this
you're
small
in a
space.
box. Yeah. Your life is in a box. Think outside of that.
Yeah. Like you. Yeah. I think it's just a little bit more literal.
Yeah.
But I get that.
I'll look into this in my free time.
This is what I think. Mm-hmm. Imagine being the guy that, when told think outside the box, he goes, What do you mean thinks outside? Oh, this is the most inside the box thing that you could possibly say. Come on, to do something a little bit original, like walk on the other side of the street, pick the other nostril, or stab the other lady. I don't know. Like, how are you so worked up over? Oh, that is so inside the box by telling me outside. To me, that's just mind blowing. This even came up as a thought.
Yeah.
Of like, what? Why?
Well, therein lies the danger of the internet, Nelson. If anyone has a thought, they'll go ahead and post it.
Yeah. And it's normally the worst. But like, yeah, I'd just slap that. I would actually turn around and walk away and just never speak to that person ever again in my life. Like, seriously, you got to pick on that. That's so dumb. Anyway,
that was Nelson's little soapbox for the episode. He normally sneaks one in there.
There's always one. All right, let's go into Ask Reddit. Ask Reddit. This Ask Reddit is by Whisk Kid.
Ooh.
What's the most ridiculous thing to fill a piñata with?
Ooh, okay.
So dumb.
It depends how sinister you want to get, I suppose.
Yeah. We don't like kids.
Do you?
And they normally at kids' birthday parties.
Because the word is sinister,
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
But do you want to murder or inconvenience?
Yeah.
Murder, it's hand grenades,
Okay.
obviously. But
Yeah.
inconvenience, bees.
Bees is a good one. Also, could lead to murder.
Yeah. You might want to check. Like, before you hit that, you allergic to bees?
Yeah.
No. No, hit away. You're all good. Because think of how angry they would be.
Yeah.
They'd be so angry.
Yeah, I know. You'd be pretty pissed.
Yeah.
I like that it would really be sealed so tight because piñatas are so hard to break. Have you ever hit a piñata?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. I don't know why it was ever like invented as a kid's thing, and then you have to be blindfolded. I've hit piñatas when I'm not blindfolded, and it takes friggin' forever.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why somebody was like, let's make this game even harder. I'm sure it was like a bored parent one. It's like, I do not want to have to look after this children's party.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give them an impossible task. And this will just last hours.
Yep.
And eventually, and I'll tell them there's candy inside.
I got another one.
Yeah.
What if, okay, let's say we're setting up someone we don't like.
Yeah.
And we get a piñata and we fill it with all their stuff.
No.
So their
That's
phone,
pretty good.
their laptop,
Yeah.
you know, whatever they find, we fill a piñata with.
That's pretty good.
And have them beat them.
Okay. Next option.
Okay.
We start a game show
Sure.
where there's two piñatas. One's got a lot of money in it.
Yep. The other one's got your stuff.
All your something that you're holding on to dearly.
The good plates.
Might be someone you love.
The big old piñata.
Yeah.
So would you go, you have to choose the size of the piñata, but the bigger the piñata, the bigger the risk.
Oh yeah, that's
So
true.
if it's a human-sized piñata, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
But also, what if it's your husband?
But also, and you're convicted of murder if you do. If it
The
is.
cops are waiting by the side with handcuffs.
Because obviously you have to hit it enough
Yeah.
until...
And you choose to hit it. It's not accidental.
Yeah. I would like that game.
I would watch that.
I mean, I wouldn't... I don't think I'd be brave enough to be like, give me the human size one.
Yeah, because if you break your laptop, that sucks.
Yeah.
But also, you know, a laptop's worth of money is pretty good. It's a couple thousand.
Yeah.
Probably.
You'd have to make sure it'd be like things you can't replace. So it's like, okay, you've got your laptop with all your original
Yep.
drawings or
Yeah.
something.
You weren't allowed to back it up.
You weren't allowed. Don't bloody back it up. It's against the show rules.
Yeah, it's an honor system.
Okay, it's a good one. I mean, I'm going to go with something more practical.
Okay.
The most ridiculous thing to fill a piñata with is like acid.
Sure. But then it would eat the piñata, surely.
That's my point. This is ridiculous. Why would you put acid in a piñata?
Yeah, okay.
It's very ridiculous.
What if you filled it with concrete? Then you're never getting that piñata.
Yeah, that would be pretty good. Or
You probably just break the bat.
yeah, or some, actually, you know what I reckon would be even better is you put like you put like chicken wire
Yeah.
around it so that because you can just hit that forever. And it'll never break off, but it's still a little bit soft. You just kind of cover it with some, and I reckon that
And then
people
just,
would just be going
maybe
out forever.
a couple of reinforcement rods in the middle.
Yeah, that's right.
So it can give a little bit, but it won't completely cave
so people are still like hopeful that like, oh, it's budging. It's budging. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. Don't you worry. Cool. Let's do that next time.
All right. And look out for our game show.
Yeah.
I think we could get on TV because I've seen the state of game shows at the moment.
Yeah.
Have you ever? There's a show. What's it called? It's something like I think it's called All Together now.
Okay.
And this is the moment I realized the game shows were both dead and out of ideas.
Yeah.
Where it said, "You've seen singing shows with 4 judges, but in this show, we've got 100 judges." And it's just a wall of people that were all judges to this person singing. I'm like, oh no.
Did they all say something?
I don't know. I didn't watch it. I'll be honest.
Okay.
But I'm like, no, that you can tell that's an executive
Yeah.
being like, what if we did 100? No show's ever done 100 judges.
He saw that 100-1 game. And that was like a trivia game.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
like one person, and he's like, And then he saw a singing competition on the other channel. He's like, and that's so great. The worst part, the absolute worst part of singing shows is the judges.
Yeah.
They are like if you just cut that out of all singing shows, it
Imagine-
would be really good.
Imagine if every single judge had to make a comment after a performance.
yeah. And they all say that kind of nothing, bit of advice.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, you've improved a little bit. There's still a couple of things you need to work on, obviously, but that was pretty good.
Yeah. Or I'm not quite sure about the song choice for you, Like, I think it could have been... That, to me, is the most bullshit line ever. It's like, I have nothing to say about this. And I think it can come across as, like, somebody's too nice a judge, which obviously I think plays well. They always have the, like, evil judge.
Yeah.
But I still think the producers are like, well, don't be too harsh, And so that's why they come up with lines of like, if somebody just totally sucks, it's like, oh, maybe not quite the right song choice this week. And you're like, oh, they sucked. That's the best they can come up with.
Anyway, I just wanted to point out that is the state of television.
Yep.
And we can move on now. I'm sorry to sidetrack us like that.
Okay. Fine. Do you know what I like?
Yeah.
Is that Pointless Game?
Yeah, I've heard it's good. I've never seen it.
Yeah. It's good.
Okay. Should I watch it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, friends of the show, Bill and Danny, were on it.
Were they?
Last week or something.
Okay, I'll watch that one.
Yeah. I haven't watched it yet. We can watch it together.
No.
Good. It says, are there any other plans that we should make while recording this podcast?
I said to you that I might watch Iron Fist Season 2.
Oh, I might watch that with you.
It won't be good, but we'll watch it.
Okay, good.
Also, I should finish Stranger Things. All right, we'll move on.
Oh, yeah. Better Call Saul, I need to see.
Yeah, it's true.
Anyway, here's another one.
Okay.
This is by Kabucha. You'll get 100... Oh, my God. I only just noticed this. You'll get $100,000 if you binge watch the same movie for a week straight with only 4 hours sleep a night. What movie do you pick? The thing that I was annoyed about is people don't know how to use commas and periods.
Yes, okay.
This is actually just $100 with an extra zero.
Yeah, with an extra set.
Yeah.
That is not good for any currency.
Yeah.
0.1 of a set.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
zero
For
of that.
100, I would decline to participate. Probably.
Yeah, that's nowhere near
I
worth
could
it.
make more money at work.
Yeah.
100,000. I'm interested. I'm back.
Yeah. First of all, I want to know who's giving out this money. Like, why? That's my
What's
first
their
question.
motive?
This is weird. This is a fetish of some sort. Am I filmed? Am I filmed during this? Is that what's happening? Is somebody going to be masturbating to me while I'm
Is
watching
this an honor
this?
system? Do I just have to promise I did it? Will you be there with me? Who are you? Will I get on with you?
Yeah.
These are important
Yeah,
questions.
can I talk to you while I'm watching the movie?
Yeah, there's a point. And if they're really
Popcorn?
interesting.
I want to know if popcorn's...
I feel like popcorn would be acceptable.
And what do you... Oh, God, man. Now
What
that I
about
get into
bathroom
it...
breaks as well?
That's what I say. I want to get into all of this. Because it said only 4 hours sleep.
I could go to the bathroom for 40 minutes.
Yeah. And be on your phone.
Yeah.
Watching another movie. Yeah.
Between all this, I've watched Avengers Infinity War.
Yeah. But even because I imagine there's like... You got to cook some dinner as well at the same time.
Yeah,
and you could obviously cook, especially for us, we can cook and watch. Mm-hmm. But it's like... But I need to look at what I'm chopping sometime. What's the boundaries? What are we doing here?
So was it 5 days straight? Is what it said? Was it a week straight?
1 week.
1 week. Maybe I was just thinking work week. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 week straight.
Yeah.
What movie? Okay. It needs to be something that you don't love because you'll ruin it.
Okay.
And something you don't detest because then you'll have a bad time. I think what you need is a movie that is rewatchable, but then at the end you'll be happy that you don't ever have to rewatch it again, right? So like it's not something.
Right.
It's not something that you're like, oh, I don't want to, never want to see that again.
Yeah. Okay.
I reckon a good middle of the road movie.
Yeah.
Is like School of Rock.
Oh, that's a pretty good one. That is
because I do like School of Rock. Don't get me wrong, I think it's a great movie.
Yeah.
But if I watched it for a week straight and whatever, at the end I could be like, you know what? I'll never watch School of Rock again. And I don't think that's going to affect me too badly.
Okay. Yeah. I think. Damn, that's pretty good. It's a pretty good one because I think the like music element is good.
Yeah.
Like I feel like you can re-listen to songs all the time.
Sure.
So having a movie that is a lot about music, plus it has that like It's got Jack Black. I mean,
Yeah.
Can't get tired of that guy.
Yeah.
Actually, I think you're really good.
How many times
I
can
think
you
it's
hear
a good
him-
choice, but he's like at the bottom of
Yeah.
the reasons why you would choose that movie.
How many times could you watch him be like, skadoosh, before
Yeah.
you're like, oh boy.
Yeah.
He does that a lot, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Well, now it's got me thinking about other movies that have like songs in them.
Okay,
'Cause I
so
fe-
you're going
like,
for a musical.
Because I think, perhaps Blues Brothers.
Okay.
I just really like their music. I just really like the track that you went on. with
Sure.
that. Originally, I was going to say, I reckon it could be like The Matrix.
Sure. Yeah.
It's maybe a little bit too intense.
Mm.
But there was a time when I was younger, it was on VHS. And, maybe like early DVD. Perhaps, I don't know. Or
Well,
maybe VHS.
The Matrix was a big advertising thing for DVD. A lot of the times
Right.
they'd be like, check out DVD with this scene from The Matrix, and it was the bullet.
Right. In that case, I'm almost 100% certain it was VHS.
Okay.
And we just used to rewatch it. There's like little funny nuances with like the way that certain lines are delivered. When you rewatch something enough, you pick up on it.
There's that one weird Australian kid with the spoon.
Yeah.
He's just, because obviously it was filmed in Sydney,
Yeah.
but it's not meant to be set in Sydney. But then inexplicably, there's just an Australian child being like, "It's not the spoon that moves," or whatever he says.
You're right. I might, if I watch that movie constantly for a week, I might understand what he means by there is no spoon.
Yeah,
Because I can see it. I can
yeah,
see the spoon.
he's right there.
It's right. It's like literally in front of me.
You're an idiot, kid. You're holding it.
Yeah. Or the trippy bit in the same sort of scene where he walks into the kitchen and she says, "Oh, hey, you're Neo. Don't worry about the vase." And then he goes, "What vase?" And he turns around and he knocks it over and smashes. And he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry." And she said, "I told you not to worry about it." She said, "But the real thing that's going to cook your brain later on is would you have smashed it if I hadn't have told you anything?" That, mate, I could watch that 1,000 times.
Because
and never get bored.
you'd watch it once, and then the second time, you're not really watching it. You're just thinking about whether or not he would have smashed it.
Yeah. And then I would analyze his body language as he moves into that room every time. But if I missed it, I'd be like, "Oh, I have to wait until the movie ends." Then gets to this point. Oh, look, there's some downfalls with this.
Yeah, obviously, if any fault in a movie will become clear.
Yes. Anyway, I think Blues Brothers, is my solid one.
Yep.
I could watch that a lot.
Okay. Yep. Cool.
Cool. All right, Gambo, that was Ask Reddit.
It breezed by.
Do you know what's next?
Okay, let me think about this. I had the structure of the show. AMA.
No.
No, it's not. Yeah, you're right.
You actually thought it was AMA?
Yeah.
But it's actually not.
Nah, prank.
Yeah, God. Oh, you bloody got me. You got you so good. That's how good that prank was. Okay. Anyway, we're up to question 34 of a series of 36 questions. We found some questions online that made you love us.
Yep.
And we did those, and you loved us. And then we wanted you. You're so. And then we found another set of questions in the same study to get people to like us. And we're up to question number 34. I like how
I didn't start late. I don't know what you're saying.
you can do that. That's hilarious. I was like, "Oh, this is fine. I can easily explain what's going on." Anyway, so question 34 is, what is the last concert you saw? How many of the band's albums do you own?
Sure.
Had you seen them before? Where?
Okay. Last concert I saw, let me think back. It was a band called American Football.
Oh.
How many of the
Do you
band's
love football?
How many of the band's albums do you own? I don't know any albums because I have Spotify.
Yeah.
There's literally no need anymore. But I have both of their albums saved offline.
Yeah.
So I guess in that
That's
way,
something.
they only ever had one album, and then they had like an EP before that. So
Okay.
they really weren't around for very long. In fact, it was a reunion tour. They had an album that was very well respected, and then they broke up in like the early 2000s.
Yeah.
And then it became, I guess it must have been later than that, because I think it was 10 years since the album had come out. They came back and they toured it.
Okay.
And I went and saw that. Or maybe it was 15 years, come to think of it. Had I seen them before? No, they were broken up before I even found out who they were. Where? It was in Melbourne somewhere.
Okay.
I think it was the... Where did we see Auntie Donna?
Wasn't that in... I don't know. Yeah, in the Hi-Fi bar.
The Hi-Fi bar. That's where it was.
Yeah.
Same place.
Yeah, I'm glad we got to that.
Yeah.
We got a lot.
I needed to answer the
A
question.
lot of international listeners. Okay, that's true. No, you're right. You're right. You just answered the question accurately.
Yeah.
Okay.
You fuck.
Mine is. I think it was in like one of two. I can't remember which was first. I just barely go to concerts.
Yeah.
Like.
This was like 1.5, maybe 2 years ago.
Right. Yeah. I reckon mine would be even longer than that. Possibly to be like to be a concert. Oh, maybe I've been to like a festival since then, and I've gone to gigs, but I don't count. I'm not counting those.
I think Hi-Fi bar is the very line.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's like almost
a gig. Yeah.
And in fact, the one I was going to say was the Cat Empire.
Sure.
And I'm pretty sure it was at the Hi-Fi bar.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure it actually was. So. There was that, and
so how many of the albums do you own?
Albums, I actually probably own quite a few, like maybe 3.
Wow.
Yeah, I want to say 3 or 4. Not
you seen
anymore. I don't buy them anymore, obviously.
Have you seen them before?
I think once before that.
Okay.
I did.
Yep.
Do you know what? I just realized that wasn't the most recent one. The most recent one, was a band called Enter Shikari.
Enter Shikari.
And they are a like heavy metal screamo band.
Why were you at that concert? Because I know that's not your preference in music.
Yeah. The only reason that I would ever go to a concert like that.
Yeah, okay. Who was she?
Yeah. There's a girl. She was like, hey, I've got a spare ticket. Pretty sure it was her ex-boyfriend's ticket. And I was like, I was like, well, sure, may as well. How many albums do I own of theirs? 1. Because I was like, well, I bought it before the concert because I was like, I want to know what I'm getting myself into.
Right. And this was before Spotify?
Yeah, I think so.
It must have been. Otherwise, you're insane.
Or maybe Spotify was out, but it was like new or something. Right.
You didn't trust it.
Yeah, I didn't trust it. And the funny thing was, they have a song called it's like "Get Me to the Anesthetist."
Yep,
Anesthetist, and it's just like it was just like you guys just thought that it would be hilarious to have a song that has the word anesthetist in it, and you just structured the song around this.
Sure,
and so it's like. It's kind of like, screamo heavy metal. It's not as bad. It was a little bit more tolerable than like just constant screaming. But yeah, it was. It was. I don't know what I was doing there.
Okay.
There's a lot of people looking at me like you are not dressed for this because I had like maybe a little bit slightly more color. I was lighter than black. Is what I'm saying.
The ultimate question: where was it? The correct answer is the Hi-Fi bar.
It was at the Hi-Fi bar. Anyway.
Now ask me which bit it is.
Hey, Cambo.
Yeah.
What are we?
AMA.
Yeah, good work. Hey, he's got it. He bloody got it. All right. AMA. Where listeners of the show, just like you, listener, can ask us anything you want.
Yes.
Go for it, Cambo.
Okay, I got one here from Amanda. It says, hi guys, I was just picturing you sitting down to a nice feed of Monopoly pieces. It's a weird thing to picture, but okay, I will go with it. We talk about Monopoly a lot.
We literally spoke about that last week.
Yeah, so. I know. I was wondering which token you each preferred when playing Monopoly. Also, if you were able to create a new token that would be used in Monopoly, what would that new token be? I'd go with either a cat or a rocket ship. They're actually pretty good. Thanks for making me laugh. Hugs, Amanda.
Is there I thought there was maybe an iteration where there was a cat.
There's a dog.
I know there's a dog.
Yeah.
And oh boy, I used to always go that dog.
Really? So that's your token of choice?
Yeah. Me and my sister. I don't even like dogs, but at the time, when I was young and foolish, I was all about the dog. Yep. And sometimes, if you are feeling real lucky, you can put the dog in the boot.
That's good.
And
That's
the dog kicks ass.
I feel like mine's a cliche. I was always about the car.
Yeah.
I like the car.
Yeah.
Because then you could go and drive in front.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
you're that type of person.
Yep.
You're the worst.
No, the worst is whoever goes the thimble.
No, I like that because
You like the thimble?
Because
Get out
I
of
can
here.
put it on my pinky.
Oh, yeah, that's fun. Yeah.
It's like a bit of a toy at the same time, you know? Like when you've been made bankrupt and you got nothing else to do, you can be like, well, we've got this thing.
And it's certainly the closest to real scale of any of the pieces.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Do you know what I think is the worst piece?
Go on.
And I feel like it was in newer editions. Definitely not the one when I was growing up, but their money bag.
Yeah.
What kind of prick goes money back? Like, I'm just going to be the richest. So it's like, you sort of taking the fun out of the game, I think. Or already. We've just started and you've just chosen incorrectly.
You're that guy. Okay.
Yeah.
It's good that you established that early.
Yeah.
If I had a new piece, I'm thinking, Nelson, Reddit on Reddit Monopoly. I'm thinking the pieces that would go with that.
Yeah.
So the piece I'm going to pitch is a microphone.
Okay.
So it's a little microphone
That's
on a
pretty
microphone
good.
stand.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I feel like there's a real easy one.
Yeah.
If you just look at the cushion over there.
Yeah, the little robot.
The little robot, little
That's
Reddit
good.
robot.
It's a good idea. Mine is going to be, I think, like a little clock
Okay.
to signify the waste of time you've spent.
That's good. I
listening.
like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I think we could... What do we got? We got 3 pieces there. Let's go 6. I think we'll do like a Monopoly piece. For Reddit podcast, I think we need a little Cousin Rowan.
Yeah, definitely. Cousin Rowan. Yeah. Well, then I guess a little Amanda as well.
A little Amanda. And let's make it as meta as possible. A mini Monopoly.
Oh, that's good.
Or maybe an Alloy Ice. I don't know.
That's good. Oh, man. We've got so many things.
For new listeners to the show, you'll be very confused.
They've tuned out already, let's be honest. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think it'd be funny when you get on like Chance and Treasure. What's it called?
Community chest.
Community chest, not treasure chest. I think some of those could be funny.
Okay.
And it would be stuff like, the recording stopped again. Go back 3 spaces.
Cambo doesn't remember what happened last episode.
Yeah.
Go, collect $200 because it doesn't affect you. That's the thing. It's fine to not remember.
Yeah, that's right. Coolio.
Yes.
That's right. Good.
Yep. You've got another
We
question,
answered,
Jolie.
For some reason, I don't know. I thought that there was. Anyway, here's a question. It's by Juliet. Hey guys.
Hey.
Last episode, you were talking about your Netflix and chill movie. But what's your Spotify and chill song or songs?
Okay.
Mine would have to be Unravel Me by Sabrina Claudio.
I don't know who that is or what that song is.
I don't know what that song is. I don't know who that is. But I agree.
Okay. So is this sexy time music? Like the kind of seduction music?
Yeah, I think it's a little... It's like... it's to get you in the mood,
right.
I'm guessing.
Okay.
It's not like a... Bow, chicka, wow, wow.
Yeah, you're not going to play like Barry White or whatever. You know? You're not going to play Let's Get It On by Marvin Gaye.
Yeah. Or
Though
maybe.
I did have a friend of ours was telling me that he listened to the show, and I don't know whether he wants to tell this or not. So if you don't want me to tell it, friend of ours, write in and tell me I shouldn't have.
Yeah.
He's been saying that he has been he's been on like a seduction thing with his wife.
Okay.
And he keeps playing Let's Get It On by Marvin Gaye.
Yeah.
And he said he timed it perfectly when she was coming out of the shower.
That's
then
pretty
as
good.
soon as she opened the door, it goes boom, boom, boom. It starts playing. And then when she went in, he was on the bed naked except for one pillow over the crotch. I'm like, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, and I said, did it work? He goes, oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well.
Yeah.
Put that one down. Put that on the list.
I will. So was it Spotify and Chill or whatever it was called?
Yeah.
I would play the song "Everybody Here Wants You" by Jeff Buckley. Because Jeff Buckley's a good artist, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a sexy song.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
It's sexy, but a little bit sad.
Yeah.
And he has a falsetto, You know what? I don't care about copyright. I'll play you a little bit. And you can judge whether you
Okay.
think it would be kind of seduction
Hopefully
material.
this sound quality doesn't suck.
Kind of sexy.
It's
See what
pretty
I'm saying?
good. It's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good.
And I feel like that gives you music credibility enough, not going for, I don't know, fucking Nicki Minaj or whoever.
Yeah.
I don't know current artists. It's quite embarrassing.
Yeah, I don't know.
But Jeff Buckley, it's a classic.
Yeah.
You go Jeff Buckley, and I think
it's good.
more often than not, people will go, ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's my choice. Everybody Here Wants You by Jeff Buckley.
Okay. Shit.
Man, you know what? I'm slightly impressed by the fact that I just scrubbed to a random point and it was exactly the chorus of that song.
Yeah. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
You should get a job doing that.
I should.
We've got now recorded evidence. You can use this
It's
on your
true.
resume.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the problem with me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not good with artists
Would you go
or song names. Or
Hello by the
or
Cat
songs.
Empire?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think that's like the problem. I like the idea of, maybe a song that's more about like a guy loving a girl.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say Stevie Wonder, Isn't She Lovely?
Yep. That's about having a child.
But that's about a child.
Yeah.
But I like the idea of. I mean, that would definitely be a bit weird.
Yep. But you're right. It's a very nice song.
But it's a nice song.
Yeah.
So, oh god.
Here we go. For those who may not have heard it, I've done it again.
You've bloody done it.
I don't know how I do this.
That's pretty good.
It's got an upbeat, happy song.
Yeah, that's it. Maybe it's too upbeat. Actually, no, I take that back completely.
All right.
It's about a child and it's too upbeat. That was. I may as well just go with the fucking Wiggles.
Hot potato it is.
Mashed banana. I don't know. I don't have one.
You can have mine if you want.
How about like Craig David or something? Snoop Dogg.
Why don't you have Puddle of Mud, She Hates Me? That would be a good song.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can look at her with like a big smile, be like, oh, get it? Get it?
Or everybody's favorite, Who Let the Dogs Out?
By the Baha Man, of course.
Yeah.
One of their many hits. It'll be hard to choose which Baha Man song you want to play.
I think she would be like, "Are you calling me a dog?" and I'd think about it and be like, "I don't know.
I don't know why I've done this.
I don't know. Do you want sex?"
There you go.
Works every time.
Look into the working of next time a guy plays you a song, a bit of a Spotify and chill.
Yeah.
Really work out what was going through their head. Because if it's anything like us, it wasn't much.
Yep. Cool. That's it for another episode of Reddit on Reddit.
Yes.
Thank you for writing in, Juliet and Amanda.
Yes, thank you.
We really appreciate it. If you would like to write in, you can do so. Reddit podcast, READIT podcast at gmail.com.
Yep.
You can also reach us at Facebook, at Twitter, and our subreddit. Wow. And we'd also appreciate it if you could like and subscribe, as they say, as the hip YouTubers say.
I mean, liking as a podcast isn't a thing.
Yeah.
That's what I point out.
But just do it anyway.
Yeah, just generally like it.
Just like it.
Yeah.
Not in any digital way.
No.
Digital format.
Just enjoy the show.
I mean, if there's one thing we want you to do, it's just to like the show.
Yeah. And then write it.
And then write in.
Yeah, that's the order in which.
Yeah. Oh, and then rate the show.
Yes.
That's essentially the equivalent of the like.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah. I am curious if people are going to write in, and maybe they've listened to a few episodes, if there was a Reddit on Reddit Monopoly, what piece they would suggest for the Monopoly.
Okay.
That's my question I put to the listener.
Okay. Good.
I'm talking to you. Who hasn't
Maybe
written in? Who hasn't
I've
written
got
in
another one. Earmuffs.
Yep. Oh, headphones?
No, not headphones.
I see.
Earmuffs.
I see. I understand.
Yeah.
Who hasn't written in a while? Vin, tell us what the piece would be.
Yeah. Or Belinda. Who was that person that wrote to us like ages ago?
Yeah. No, she just don't listen.
Yeah. Yeah, she did the polite.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna not write it anymore.
And we're like, yeah, cool. All right.
Anyway, that's it. So thanks for listening, everybody, and we will read you later.